She got a wedding invitation from her dead fiancé. A mind-blowing emotional story. Elara's morning started with an eviction notice taped to her door. Confused, she checked her account. Negative balance. All her credit cards maxed out. All her savings gone. She called her bank. Looks like you've made several large purchases in New York, the rep said. Elara hadn't been to New York in years. Then she searched her name online. A video popped up from an upscale gallery introducing the reclusive artist Elara, but the woman on stage wasn't her. It was her sister, Sienna. Sienna had always been trouble. The prettier one, the charming one, the liar. At 15, she forged Elara's name to skip school. At 21, she stole Elara's art portfolio and submitted it as her own. But this was a full identity theft. She wasn't just pretending. She'd become Elara. Elara lost her apartment. Her art commissions were canceled due to contract confusion. Her credit score plummeted. Collectors thought she was the fraud. She reached out to Sienna. No answer. She sent an email. Blocked. The woman who'd ruined her life wouldn't even give her a voice. That's when Elara realized it wasn't just about money. Sienna wanted to be her, completely, legally, artistically. And that meant only one of them could survive as Elara. Elara sat in the dark for hours, looking at Sienna's smiling face on the gala livestream, the applause, the admiration, the lies. She opened her sketchbook, not to draw, to plan. If she wants to be me so badly, I'll make her choke on it. She took everything I built, so now I'll take everything she believes is hers. Piece by piece, publicly, permanently. If she wanted to live as me, I'd give her the full experience, including the downfall. Elara didn't confront Sienna. She didn't warn her. She watched her socials, event calendars, interviews. Sienna had adopted Elara's exact art style, backstory, and even claimed her trauma, saying, "I struggled with anxiety and isolation for years." Elara whispered to her screen, "You're about to." She created a new identity online as an art critic named Lee Berman, polished, verified, highly followed. Then she began reviewing Sienna's work. There's something oddly familiar about Kate's latest collection. She dropped hints, subtle red flags. People started noticing. Elara posed as a journalist from a rising culture blog and requested a written Q&A with Elara. Sienna accepted immediately. He sent answers filled with lies. "I grew up in Vermont. My mother was an art therapist. I have a phobia of mirrors." Elara published the interview, but on a site she secretly owned. Then she used her Lee Berman critic persona to dissect it. Strange how this artist's bio conflicts with a grant application from 4 years ago. The contradictions went viral. Elara messaged a few gallery owners anonymously. "I thought Elara was in Paris last year. Then how was she in NYC at the same time?" She planted watermarked sketches from her real portfolio on obscure art forums dated before Sienna's rise. She uploaded side-by-side comparisons of original versus copied pieces, color-matched, signature inconsistencies included, comments flooded in. "Wait, are we being catfished by an artist?" Sienna posted a defensive video on Instagram. "People are trying to ruin my career. I am Elara," but her voice cracked. She disabled comments. Then she turned them back on, then off again. Elara knew the signs. The unraveling had begun. And then she triggered the final stage. Elara contacted the gallery that hosted Sienna's biggest exhibit, pretending to be her own former manager. She pitched a live interview event for Elara with international press invited. Sienna accepted the booking. What she didn't know, Elara would be sitting in the front row. Camera in hand, she built her life on my name. Now I'm building her downfall, one lie at a time. She walked into the spotlight wearing my name. I walked in holding the truth. The gallery was packed to critics, collectors, influencers. All there to hear from the rising star, Elara. Sienna stepped on stage, poised and radiant in a flowing silver dress. Flashes went off. She smiled like she owned the room. "It's an honor to be here," she said. "My journey as an artist has been deeply personal." In the front row, Elara sat silently, black hoodie, no makeup invisible, until the Q&A. The moderator opened the floor. Elara stood up. "Hi, question for Elara Cade. What medium did you use in your 2017 piece Night Skin?" Sienna blinked, acrylic and gold leaf. "Guests," Elara calmly replied. "That piece was graphite and powdered charcoal." "I should know. I created it." The room stilled. Cameras turned. Sienna's smile cracked. Elara stepped forward, holding a folder. She handed it to the moderator. Original sketches, dated emails, signed contracts, her ID, a letter from a professor confirming authorship. Then she pointed at Sienna. "She is not Elara Cade. I am." The audience erupted. Gasps, cameras, whispers. Sienna froze. Sienna grabbed the mic. "This is a setup. She's lying. She's jealous. She wants to destroy me." But the crowd wasn't convinced. A journalist shouted, "Why is her signature on grant documents from 2015 and yours only appeared in 2020? A gallery owner stood up. "You lied on a federal arts grant. That's a felony." Sienna tried to walk off stage, but a reporter blocked her. The press swarmed. By evening, the video had gone viral. Imposter artist exposed live identity theft in the art world. Sienna lost all brand deals, gallery invites, and credibility. Elara didn't press charges. Not yet. She wanted the silence to do the rest. "I let her live in my skin. Now she's choking on it. I could have destroyed her completely. But I found something worse than revenge: freedom." The video of Sienna's exposure hit 11 million views in 48 hours. She became a meme, a warning, a punchline. Elara, she stayed silent. She turned off her phone. She painted. And for the first time in years, she felt like herself again. Then, at 2:14 a.m., Elara got a message. From Sienna, just 2 words: "You win." But there was no apology, no regret, only bitterness. And that's when Elara realized Sienna wasn't sorry. She was empty. Elara had one more card to play. She accessed a file she had kept secret, emails showing Sienna's forged documents and stolen grant money. She could send it to the authorities right now. But she paused, because Sienna wasn't rising anymore. She was falling, blocked by every gallery, banned from major shows, disowned by sponsors. "She doesn't need prison," Elara whispered. "She's already trapped." Elara created one final piece. A mixed media portrait titled "Ghost Skin," a faceless woman dissolving into static. It went viral. Critics called it a brutal study in identity theft and reclamation. She never said the name behind it. She didn't have to. Elara legally restored her credit, reclaimed her name, and moved to Berlin under a pseudonym, a fresh start. Before leaving, she mailed Sienna a single item, a mirror, cracked down the center. Inside, a note: "Try being yourself next time. She stole my identity. I gave her nothing, and in the end, she had no one left to pretend to be."